This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
More with UNI head wrestling coach Doug Schwab as the Panthers are getting ready for a duel against Oklahoma. And Coach, it's tough to move away from the West Gym, but you go into the McLeod Center, an opportunity to get a lot of people exposed to UNI Panther wrestling.
Yeah, I think, Sid, we haven't been there since 2009. We haven't dueled there. We've talked about dueling there, so I just think it's a great opportunity for our guys to get in front of a big atmosphere. Obviously we have our conference tournament there in the start of March, so it's good to get in that environment, but also, you can go from having 2,000 people to 6,000 people. So I think, like I said, we want to expose more people to the product that we're putting on the mat, and I tell you what, if you can't be excited about how our guys are competing, then I'd have to come shake you a little bit, because they're competing in a way that I think it makes you a fan. Even if you're not a UNI wrestling fan, you have to really respect how guys are competing. I don't care. I respect guys in how they compete. It doesn't matter what team they're on, and we have a group of guys that are doing that right now and have a lot of momentum and certainly looking forward to getting out in front of a big crowd, getting in front of the McLeod, maybe we can make that our home. So, we'll work on that.
Coach, right now you've got 5 guys ranked in the top 15. You're going to see some great matches in this Oklahoma duel, top to bottom, but 5 guys that are really getting after it so far this year.
Yeah, and they're young guys too. It's not like this guy's always a 5th-year senior. We have a couple of those, but I think guys are just continuing to get better with that experience, being in the lineup for the first time, and they're really feeding off each other right now. I think what seems to happen, and you've been around competition enough, when one guy raises level, like, well, that guy, he raised his level, I'm going to raise my level, and then that's kind of what that snowball is kind of happening. We have that momentum right now, and obviously we'd like those 15s to become 10s and 9s and 7s and 2s and 1s, and that's what our guys are working to do.
Coach, we've got a story coming up on J.J. Everard, a young man transferred in from South Dakota State. He's a NCAA qualifier for the Jackrabbits, but it comes in and this year's had quite the year. Lost his dad back in November, but his dad, a big influence on him, and he's been battling through real tough this season.
Yeah, man, when you have a guy that, and we talk about, it's more than just about you. It's about this team. It's about giving back. It's about, something bigger than yourself. He epitomized that when, that happened and he stayed here. He could have went home, and I really encouraged him, man, you need to go home and be with your family. He's like, no, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to be with my team. I'm going to compete for them because, that is my family here. So I know that every guy on the team appreciated that, and hopefully every fan did too, because that's not an easy thing. He went out there with a heavy heart, and right now he's competing very well. The best that I've seen him compete. You see that confidence growing, and you see him, you see flashes of it in here all the time, and now we're starting to see it out in competition. So I'm excited for where he's at and how he's competing, and just having that type of guy around your team, and kind of that selfless attitude that we really want to see. And like I said, he displayed it, and that's a tough time. We talk about those adversity and those things and how are we going to respond to it, and I tell you what, you got to be proud of how he's responded to it. I know I am.
UNI Panther wrestler J.J. Everard.